share with you in this video my method for cleaning and refurbishing your old Cricut cutting mats. And by doing this, I am promising you, you can get so many uses out of this before you need to buy a new mat. I think I have probably cleaned this mat, I would say more than a handful of times. And it is bad right now. It has a ton of paper and lint stuck to it. It's lost its adhesive, adhering stickiness to it. And I just felt like, you know what, I want to share this video because, you know what, who likes buying these mats all the time? They're super expensive and they don't always go on sale at Joann's and Michael's, and you can't use your 50% off coupons on any of the Cricut items. So you really have to wait for them to go on sale. And so I wanted to share with you how I go about cleaning them. And it's pretty easy. It doesn't take too much time, just a little bit of elbow grease and elbow work, and you can refurbish these back to life again and get a lot of uses out of them instead of just throwing them away. So things you're gonna need for this video. I like to use the spray gel Goo Gone. I have seen some people use like carburetor spray or WD-40, and in my experience only, is what I can speak from. In using those stronger chemicals, after I had let it set like I was supposed to and I scraped off the goo and just the uckiness that's on the mats right now, I saw that it actually damaged the integrity of the mat. It actually started scraping off some of the plastic instead of just the gooey, adhesive, gummy yuckiness that's on the mat. And so the integrity of the mat was completely gone. It was a damaged mat and I couldn't use it after I had cleaned it. So I decided that I use Goo Gone spray for everything. So I decided I was gonna try this and see how this worked, and it worked amazing. It didn't damage the integrity of the mat itself, and I have done it more than a handful of times to the mats that I have right now, and they still work and cut just as good as they did when I originally bought them. So use some Goo Gone. You're gonna need, I guess, like a putty knife to scrape the mat with, and you're gonna need some blue painter's tape, and you are going to need a spray adhesive. And I use the Loctite 100 repositionable adhesive because it states on here for paper, cardboard, foam, fabric, and foil. And in one of the videos, I had seen somebody using the Krylon spray adhesive, and without really reading it and kind of being naive to it, I went ahead and bought this originally, not realizing, yes, it does say all-purpose, but it also says strong permanent bond on it. And once I put the paper on there, it was literally stuck to my mat and I could not get it off. And so I had lost that mat. And so this no longer gets used for my Cricut cutting mats. I use it for quilting only now. But this Loctite 100 Light is what I use, and the key is that it's repositionable. And so, and you don't, and I think you want a lightweight bonding spray, because I think if you do much more, it is gonna be a pain to get it off. And so this I have used more times than not, and I love this one. It works great, and it really lasts a good amount of time on the mats. So that's what you need. And if you're gonna spray your adhesive spray on your mat indoors, you want some newspaper and well-ventilated area, that too. So with that being said, let me show you what we're gonna do here. We'll get started doing this, make this video short and sweet, and you can try it too to get the most uses out of your Cricut mats. So let's get started doing this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Goo Gone, and we are just going to put a nice coat of Goo Gone on the mat. And we're gonna let this set for about 10 minutes. So it can really seep through. I'm kind of running out of my bottle, and I've had this bottle for a while. So I've coated it nicely. We're gonna let it set for about 10 minutes. Sorry for the back noise, that's my dogs. And we're just gonna let it set before we start scraping. I just wanna point out really quick, because I'm gonna wanna explain it to you later. I don't know if you can see here the line of goo that is stuck along the side of my mat. This comes from not using blue painter's tape along the outside edges when we go to spray the adhesive on the mat. I decided to be lazy one day, and because I was in a hurry, and I just cleaned my mat and I sprayed the adhesive all over it, and then I stuck it in my Cricut machine and went to town with it, cutting away. And what happened was the excess adhesive that was on the outside of the mat, the wheels on the inside of my Cricut machine were sticking to it and started getting stuck on it. And then my wheels had adhesive on them, and then it was ruining all my cuts. And so shame on me for being lazy. Lesson learned, never do that again. But yeah, that's why we definitely want to use blue painter's tape and tape off all the areas that don't need adhesive. So with that being said, I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes, and I will come back to you when it's time to scrape. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes, so let's get started scraping, and let me show you how well this method of mine works. See all the goop that's just coming up? So stinking easy. The edges are a bit thicker because it was rolled on. Okay, so as you can see, that is all the lint and gooiness that was once on here. And this board looks pretty stinking clean now. Or this mat, I guess I should say. This mat looks pretty stinking clean now. And so I am going to take some paper towel and scoop this up. I am going to wash this off with some soap and water, just because you want to get all the extra goo gone off the mat so your adhesive will spray nicely. So I'm gonna rinse this off with soap and water, and I will be right back. All right, so we are back, and this mat is pretty stinking clean. And I know that you can see some of the lines in it, but honestly, when I run my finger over it, there's not a lot of huge dents in it. I think they're just lines. And it's really, it is very smooth, very clean, and it is ready for us to put some painter's tape on. So let's go ahead and tape off our edges. So we can, excuse the back noise, that's my daughter Allie. Her and her sister are making balloon animals today. Alrighty. So our mat is now ready to be sprayed with our Loctite spray adhesive. So let's go ahead and hold it about a foot away and just lightly mist the top of it. And there you have it. And I kind of look at it from an angle and you can see that it's completely covered. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it set for 10 minutes and then I'm gonna take the blue painter's tape off and then I'm gonna show you just how well this works in the Cricut cutter so you can see for yourself that this is the best way to go about cleaning your mat and the best spray adhesive I personally think that you can use that isn't going to damage your cuts from your Cricut or your mats. So I'll see you back here in about 10 minutes, or I guess I should say I'll see you back at my desk where my Cricut cutter is in about 10 minutes. So we're back at my desk here and I'm taking the blue painter's tape off and I just want to show you a sample cut of how well this cuts, how well the paper sticks so you can see for yourself. And it's ready to go. It's nice and sticky. And so I am going to cut a Mickey Mouse sample because I am getting ready for Allie's 5th birthday, which is going to be everything Disney and it's all being cut on my Cricut. So I am going to need to clean a lot of mats because I am not going to buy a ton of them. So here's the paper. You can see it's not coming off. When you bend it, it's sticking. It comes up a little bit on the edges, but I mean, it's not gonna come up when you cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the Cricut. I'm gonna load it. And we are going to cut a Mickey. And I'll show you just how well it works. Paper's not moving all over the mat. It's sticking just fine. And these were the rollers in here on each side that I was talking about that I had gotten adhesive on from not taping off my mat. And that was kind of a pain in the butt to clean these rollers off. Alrighty. Alrighty, so I'm gonna just go ahead and lift. And you can see it's coming off fairly easily. And there you go. We have our perfect Mickey Mouse silhouette shadow cutout. So you can get a pretty inexpensive can of Loctite adhesive at Walmart or Joann's. Walmart, I think they're like $3 or $4, and I think at Joann's you can get it for the same price after you use your 50% off coupon. So I urge you to refurbish your mat, your Cricut mats, and see how many uses you can get out of them so you're not throwing them away before they're ready to be thrown away. Hope you all liked this video. Hope it was useful to you. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel Like I said in past videos, for every 100 subscribers, I am going to have a free giveaway. And it is going to be a giveaway that you will love. And so, come on subscribers, every subscription counts. And so I'm here to continue doing crafting on a budget videos for you. And let's see how far we can go with this. So subscribe, please. And go try your mat and let me know how it works out for you. Have a good day and have a great summer. Enjoy your days because it's beautiful out here, because I know I'm going to, and I am going to be crafting away and Cricut cutting away for Allie and Kayla's birthday parties to come. So have a good day, everybody. See you again soon. Bye.